Hello guys, welcome to Dan's IT Network. For today's video, we'll configure and create an IP version 6 address, okay? And we will apply them all on this network design. Okay, so on this network, as you see in here, this is a router to router connection. So this is a one network, the network 1. And then here, from router to PC, this is the network 2, okay? And another network in here, the network 3, which is from router to router, and this is network 4, okay, and then network 5, and last is the network 6, okay. So our first goal is to create a, 6 network or networks, okay, using IP version 6. All right, and let's do it. Okay, so in this field, we do have here a binary, all right, which is the value is 0 and 1, okay. And before that, let me move this here so that you can see, okay. All right. Okay, so in binary, we do know that we only have two values, which is the 0 and the 1. And in a decimal, we have here from 0 to 9, okay? And in hexadecimal, we have 0 to 9 and then A to F. So instead of putting number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, is we just have to put A, B, C, D, and F. And this is in a hexadecimal, okay? All right, so let's create IP version 6 address. All right. Normally, the IP version 6 address, it starts with 2001, then colon DB8. Okay. Let me make this DB8. Okay. And then on the next portion, this will be provided by our internet service provider. Okay. To identify our company. Okay. They can put any code that they want to hear as long as is within the range up from 0 to F, okay, because we need a 4 characters in here. But on this tutorial, let's make it easy. Okay, let's make it A, B, C, D. Okay, that's easy. And then on the next portion, this is where we need to put the subnet network. Okay, because this is the subnet prefix portion. Then, all right. So I'll put here 1. Okay, so this identifies that this is the network 1. Okay, and then next I'll put here double colon, and then I'll put 1. So meaning of this, that this one is the first host, okay, first host on this network, okay. And in IP version 6, it is composed of 128 bit, okay. It's 128 bits binary, all right. And if we will write this IP version 6 address in a full format, it actually goes like this. Okay, so 2001 colon 0 DB8, and then a colon ABCD, and then colon 0001. Okay, and then the 0000 okay, 0, then 0001. Okay, so this is the full format, right? And what happened in here is if you will see a 0, which is starting from the left, okay, then we can eliminate them if we want to compress the IP version 6 address. Okay, so you notice that in here we eliminate the 0, okay, because each portion they should have a 4 characters. All right, that is why we put them all 4 characters in here. It's 444. Okay, and if again, if we want to compress it, we can just eliminate the 0 as long as they are starting from the left. Okay, so we eliminate this as you see, and also in here, okay, we eliminate this 30. All right, and what actually happened in here is for the colon, meaning of this is they are all zeros. So instead of writing them all to 0, okay, we just need to put double colon, okay, to represent that these are all 0 except for the 1, okay. And we eliminate then the 0, okay, to compress the IP version 6 address. We just put double a colon. All right, and then the next one, since this is the network, okay, the network portion of the IP version 6. Okay, this is a 64-bit, all right, and this is another 64-bit, okay, binary, okay, of the host ID. Okay, so this is for the host, 64-bit, and 64-bit for the network. So if we'll count them total, it's a total of 128 bits, and this is in a form of hexadecimal. All right, and in hexadecimal, um, it composed of a 8 hexstats. All right, so this is one hexstats. This is two and three, four, five, six, seven, eight. All right, and each hexstats. All right, it is a 16-bit binary. So 16. This is a 16, 16, 16. Okay, and another 16 in here. All right, and if we will count them all, it's a total of 128. Okay, and if we will write this down, right, into a binary, it's going to be a long format, right? So this is 16, right? 16 0. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Okay, I'm just going to copy it, and then control B, and then 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this is the binary though. We'll write them in the binary. It's just, this is a total of 128 bit. If you will count the zero from here, here, okay, up to here, it's 128 though. Okay, all right, and let's remove them. And you might want to ask, okay, since this is the network ID and it's a 64-bit, all right, well, how many networks that we can create, okay, on this 64-bit though? Well, the answer is a lot, right? Well, what you can do is you can try to compute on your using your calculator, right? To raise to 64, okay? And if you'll compute that, you'll get a total of 18.4 quintillion. Okay, that's a lot, right? You can create a lot of networks. And also, since this is a 64-bit and this is also a 64-bit, you can also create a 18.4 quintillion hosts per network. So, like for example, here we are on the one network, so you can create 18.4 quintillion, all right, host on this one network. So that's a lot, right? So imagine though, well, I've done some research in here, okay? So I use the Google and I type here how many population around the world that we have, and it says in here 2024 it's 8.1 billion people, right? So even if we'll multiply this into a 4, 10, or even 100 though, it still is not enough, all right, to cover this 18.4 quintillion. So that's a lot of combination that we can do. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this and I'll delete this full format. So let's create then the sixth network. Okay, so and also, before I forgot, all right, since this is actually on the slash 64, okay, this is important, okay. Well, this slash 64 meaning that it identifies that the network ID is on the slash 64, which is here. This is a total of 64 bit, right? So this is the slash 64. It defines that it's on a 64 bit, okay. All right, so let's create then the network. So this will be then the first network, okay, which is the one, and the first host that we can use in here. Let me just copy this just to make it easy, okay. The first host is the one, okay, and then the second host is a two, because we need two hosts per network, okay, as you see in here. All right, two hosts in here, then two hosts, two hosts, two hosts, two hosts, and two hosts. All right, so that's what we need. And the first one, definitely, if we have um, the router, then we can use this onto the IP address of the router, the first one, okay. And then the second, that will be for the PC, okay. And if it's a router to router, then this is for the router one, and this is for the router two. But we need a six network, right? So I'm just gonna copy this, okay, and let's paste it here. Space. So that's how many? One, two, three, four, five, and one more. Okay. And so let's say this is for the net one. Okay. Or let me just delete this. I'm just gonna copy this one. Okay, to make it easy. Two, three, four, five, six. Because we need six there. Okay, we just need to edit this one and make it this network two, and I'm just gonna change this to two then. Okay, so that it will be on the two network. This is on the one. This is on the two. Okay, and this one is three, three, three. Okay, and this is the four, 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 and five, five, five. Okay, and six, six, six. Okay, all right, and let me change this to three, and then this should be four. This should be five. This should be six. Okay, all right, and one good thing about IP version 6 address is that we don't need to there is no IP broadcast. All right, all we need is just the network IP version 6 address and the available host. Okay, and all right, so we already created the global IP version 6 addresses. Okay, so our second goal then is to identify what are the local link address that we need to use. Okay, so since we have here four routers, so we need to create a four local link address. Okay, so let's say for ISP, this is the local link. So local link starts at FE80, okay? And then colon colon. Since we are on this ISP, let's define it like on a 10, okay? And then next R1, I'll put here FE80 colon colon 1. Okay, so I put it here 1. But you can put any characters you want though, but we put here once to identify that we are working on the router 1, okay? And I'm just gonna copy this. We need two more, one more, okay? Router 2. I'm just gonna change this to R2, and this should be a 2, okay? And this is 3, and this is 3, okay? So this is the local link address, okay? And local link address is significant to communicate to a network just locally, okay? And we'll be needing this local link addresses, all right? This will serve as the default gateway of the PC, okay? And then these are the global IP version 6 address, okay? So that's, we can communicate, all right, to other computers, okay, to another network, okay?